Welcome to the Puddins Fabrication Shop. I need my tripod. Don't worry about the old flux capacitor there. Just playing, guys, that ain't a flux capacitor. That's the turbine combustion pressure tank, often used on a twin turbine propulsion unit. Once I install that on the Travel, she's gonna run a 9-second and a quarter mile with the trailer on. Now I had to get my tripod where I could show y'all something. I wanted to show y'all I've been practicing my swing, because I'm hoping in this video we whip this and it don't whip us. I'm hoping. Oh man, I hope that knee stays working. And I'm hoping this video to get these two back together. I'm thinking we can do it. We've been twerking on our chassis here. It needs very little. Over here we got new floors front to back. Boom, fixed our rust here. Boom, fixed our rust down there. Boom, fixed our rust everywhere. Puddin' the magnificent. Poof, rust be gone. That sounded too proper. Here's how you really say it in Pot County. Poof, rust. Get the hell out of here. Go on now. We have very few things that we need to do. Chassis side, brake line or two, this or that. Main thing being, we probably want to sit our drivetrain in, because if we can set it down in, then we sit the body down. That's what I was getting at. Get that noisy SOB out of here. That Colorado may have had 4 cylinders, but it sounded like it was running on 3. Now, one other thing I'm gonna show y'all, it's the big reveal. I hope you're ready. Oh, Benson, come hold my jacket, please. Benson's my personal helper. I have my butler, my assistant. Benson, I need my jacket back. Thank you, Benson. Yeah, dang. Here we go with the big reveal. Boom! There it is, baby. Puddins Fab Shop. For this, guys, I wanted kind of like an old school, I don't know, like more of a car shop. That meant car shop feel, I think. But for the wagon, here's the logos we're gonna rock on the side glass. I dig them. Y'all know I'm a fan of Steelies. So right there, we've got the Flying Steely. This is a limited logo. We're only gonna run it on the wagon. You should already know with limited edition logo comes limited edition shirt. This baby is sweeter than a piece of candy. It turns heads like a 3-legged dog. It's downright just a badass shirt. We've got it in a shirt, we've got it in a sticker. She's official now, she made it to the bead roller. And we've got a few different Richardson 112 hats to choose from with this style patch, guys. We've got a total of 500 hats, 500 shirts, and right at 500 stickers. I done used one, you synced it. If 2 people out there says Puddin' get buck nasty, I'll get buck nasty. I heard them, they said it. Boom, right there. We got the Yeehaw reinvented, the Yeehaw 2.0. Guys, we've updated the Yeehaw shirt. As you can see, we've now got the bigger 18s that we've had on there, the bigger Steelies with the caps. Man, oh man, look at that. This shirt we will be restocking. It ain't a limited edition, but right now we only as well have like 500 in stock. We don't have no more coming in, so it may be a while before you get you one again. Whoop! And lastly but not leastly, we did the Mama Didn't Raise No Punk kid shirts and onesies, and they sold pretty quick, so those are now restocked if you were wanting one. Yeah! That was me pushing my merchandise hard. I ain't really, pushed it real hard the last couple weeks, so I made up for it in this one. There's been a lot of people asking, so now you know we appreciate all the support there, guys. The moving into the bigger shop and all the great things we're getting to do, providing that house for my family that I'm so thankful to do. A large driving part of that is the support from y'all watching and the support from the merchandise. So thank you for keeping us busy with this and keeping us growing. Last announcement, April 15th, the truck gathering in Norman, Oklahoma. It's a truck show we're attending. I'm gonna have 4 vehicles there. We are gonna set up canopies and have merchandise as well. I don't know what all we'll have there. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. We'll see you there. There goes the PD, Oklahoma Wild Man up here in his territory. I could put a hat on, or y'all want me to go Oklahoma Wild Man, I'll do it. I ain't scared. Mama didn't raise no punk. Boom, boom, boom. Here at Puddins Fab Shop, when we need parts or supplies, we head on over to our local O'Reilly Auto Parts. You dang right we do. And we always get there quick and in style. When you got 37 see here. Looby dooby, check. Some windshield wiper blade replacement spray. A large benefit to shopping at O'Reilly's is the O Rewards program. I got so many O Reward points, they call me the O Reward Point Champion. Normally, $1 spent equals 1 point. 1 buckaroo, 1 point. Every 150 points equals a $5 reward. However, some items earn bonus points. Don't make me put my basket down. Double the points as possible. $1 equals 2 points. Triple the points as possible. $1 equals 3 points. Quadruple the points is possible. $1 equals 4 points. 5-tuple the points is possible. I don't think 5-tuple's a word. $1 spent equals 5 points. Bonus points get you to your next reward quicker. Kind of like nitrous oxide in the straightaway. I mean, look at this 12-volt 3/8 drive ratchet. If we buy this with ×2 the points, we're automatically earning a $5 reward. You see it? It's right there. Oh baby, we're gonna earn double the points on our windshield wiper replacement spray as well. O Rewards has gone digital, so if you're already a member, you can swap to digital online or in store. As soon as you switch, you automatically get a $10 reward. I'm a switch in store kind of guy. A few simple questions at the register and you'll be ready to go.
Would you like to do that through text or email?
Let's do email. It's Mr. Goodlooking77 at puddins.fab.shop.com.
Do you happen to be military?
I am military.
Well, that will save you 10% on most items throughout the store.
Hot dang. Getting discounts as well. A few more personal questions, guys, and then you are GUD good to go. And whether you're working on a project or working on just the kiddo minivan family, holler. If you're gonna spend money at a parts store, you might as well spend it where you're gonna get rewarded at O'Reilly's with O Rewards. So our rear brake line, that should pop in right there. Of course, we retain it with the clip. And 7/16-24 by 1/4 inch tube size. Here's the pesky tube nut we needed. Now during this search for this part, did I bother to get anything we needed for the rear end side of things? Absolutely not. Trying to put a jog in it, so if we flare it over here, then as we shove it this way, it kind of whoop. This, my friends, is winging it with a slight educated guess. Hell, it's got me this far in life. Use the spinner cutter. My dad gave me one of these that was really big when I was a kid. I used to cut my bike frames up with it. Next, take a professional deburr tool, like so. That's one way to blow it out. Now this will be a little tricky. You get me one of them fancy hydraulic ones. No! 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 Why? God bless America. I did it, guys. I flared it without freaking putting the nut on. Get you every time. And of course we do it the one time it really counts, when the hard line's full installed on the chassis, where we ain't got no room to be coming up short. Dang rookie move right there. We're gonna repeat the first couple steps here, but we're gonna put this tube nut on here this time, and hopefully it's still gonna reach. Yeah. All right. Just did the double flare. I'm proud to say the tube nut is on there. Let's see if we can get it over there. We got extra material right here, so I bet with a little manipulation we'll get it. I cannot believe I did that. You know what? Actually, here lately I've had my head up my butt so much that I'm not even that surprised. Got some good news and some bad news. Good news is we're threaded in. Bad news is ain't no chance and you know what that's gonna clamp in where it was. So what do we learn here? Sometimes when you make mistakes, you gotta adapt and overcome. What we really learned is don't forget your nuts. Now we can't really tighten this down until we get that taken care of so that can stay mocked up. If you look up here, we did the zip tie trick right there to kind of isolate but hold them together. Well, after we tighten that, we can do the same thing back in here for a little stabilization in this brake line situation. It'll be good, I promise. You can trust me, I've been building half-ass brake lines for years. Now that ain't the only mistake I've made. Last video I went around and tightened up all of our suspension bushings. Guys, I know better than that. Sometimes it's hard to downshift when you're in overdrive flying, okay? You don't want to tighten that stuff because when we set this body on here, everything's gonna squat. So if you tighten all your bushings, then you put all that extra pressure and stuff on them. We don't want to tighten that stuff. And I left them loose the first time, and then I don't know what I was thinking. Anyhow, we gotta loosen all that stuff up. I really just like doing stuff like 3 or 4 times a piece, you know? That's why I did this. I was actually doing it to test you guys to make sure you were paying attention, and you were. So you passed with flying colors. Now luckily last week as well, I painted all that black, you know, so it's got some good Pot County Loctite on it. Now right here we got some parts that were fragile. Hell, they spelled it how I'd spell it. No, they forgot a L. Here our new tie rod sleeves have come in, and yeah, those are pretty thick wall. I like that. These things were way cheaper ordering them online than if I would have got them through the parts house. I think any parts house, they were all like $70, $80 a piece. I said, good Lord, get out the looby-dooby before you give it to me like that. Spray it on thick. But then I looked online and you could get a pair of them for like 26 bucks. I was afraid the quality would be lacking, but that is nice thick wall. These clamps look pretty beefy too. Those are worthless without those. We got our longer tie rod, that's gonna be our inner. And our shorter one here, that's gonna be our outer. Our outer should be a left-hand thread. And the inner should be a right-hand thread. Oh boy, here comes old wild man Bill. Bill don't, y'all don't understand. Bill don't even watch the channel. He don't even know he's part of the channel.
Don't even know I'm semi-famous.
Yeah, you're famous, buddy. He always shows up. Hey, I got recognized at this place or that place. Bill, watch the channel. You'd get it, buddy. Last week, I bet 20 people said you sound like Tommy Chong.
Dude, they're not the first.
I don't doubt
call
them.
me that at the shop. Too many Cheech and Chong movies, huh? Okay, what about that right there? You gonna put a little clearance on that?
Bill, if that starts rubbing, she'll self-clearance. I guarantee it.
Woo!
Hey, she's got a 16th between there. Clearing's clearing. Now, is the tie rod gonna clear? Well, we're about to find out. I did have to flip-flop our drag link. I had it flip-flopped around. Kind of eagle-eyed that where those are pretty centered. Oh yeah, we're pretty close right there, Bill. Yeah. Now what the hell we got going on here? We are tight fitting. That's all I can say right now.
We got a little more.
Yep.
It barely hits that one now.
Yep. I think we're gonna be all right, guys. We gotta get a little clearance here. That brake line's just real close to the tie rods when it's at its straightest point. Of course, as you turn, those pull away and you get more clearance.
Hey, you got like a little wood block we can use and knock these down with a little bit. We can bend them.
That little?
Yeah, that's probably a little enough.
Hold pressure if you can right here, and I'm gonna tap this side. That way it jogs out to the clamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Get that done too. Both at the same now.
Little custom brake line massage in there, and this front end is GUD good to go as far as prepping it. Most of the stuff's tight. We still need a cotter pin. Go stand at the back and tell me when to quit.
That's pretty close there.
One of the first places we take this to is for an alignment when it gets on the road. It's pretty near 1:30. I got up this morning, did some editing, been doing merch stuff, been working out here. Been getting after it. I ain't ate all day. I've got a headache, I'm so hungry. And y'all know we gotta grab that burrito from the taco boy. Me and Slick stopped in there the other day and one of y'all had a family had bought me and him some food, so thank you guys. Can't go wrong with this stuff. My noggin's hurting. Hopefully between some food and ibuprofen we'll be good to go. We're gonna shove the wagon off the wall. We're gonna get our engine and transmission out, guys. Time to look at the old drivetrain. It's actually kind of disappointing to most of y'all, probably, sort of. Honk if you like men. Got a box of goodies right here that DMH had sent out. They did have a wagon or a parts car that had one decent looking taillight. And what else we got? Dang, he sent me a little magnet. I didn't even know it. We'll put you on the good cabinet because those guys are some hustlers and I respect them. They work their tails off. Now, way back when Mortsky was down, so a year and a half ago-ish, we unloaded this.
And cough, please. Again. Once more.
There we go.
What in the Sam hell? Chrome valve covers and timing cover? You don't even have to paint them.
They'd look better painted, that's for certain. Holy. Not a fan of the chrome. It'll look appropriate in what it's going in. All right. We're gonna set her for the. We're gonna aim for the wheel dolly anyhow, where she can go mobile.
You got another Mexican blanket? We'll seal it right up. Or do
Yep.
we want to set it in the bag?
We ain't been into this thing. Hopefully a mouse didn't work its way in there or something. Come on. I think they should add the small block Chevy push to the Olympics. You ratchet strap one to a wheel dolly. You see who can push it the fastest and the furthest. These slip-on Skechers hook up, so don't let them fool you. I'll whip every ass out there. I wanted to peel that off because there's dust and debris from grinding and shooting sparks on the crate motor. Not that any of that worked its way into here or nothing. Chrome may not get you home, but it'll bring the honeys home. That's how I met my wife. I said, hey baby, do you see my chromed out paper thin Chinese chrome valve covers? And she fell in love right there. Well, whoever plugged that off was desperate, weren't they? That lets it drop down there a little easier. Kind of had a brain fart moment. I was just cleaning that up to protect that so we can pick it up. The engine is painted, but I'm thinking about painting it the semi-gloss black, or at least that chrome cover, because I ain't a fan. Basically what I'm saying is we should be putting on the intake that we're gonna run. Now years and years ago, a guy out at the factory had a Edelbrock intake he sold me for like 20 bucks. I don't remember anything about it other than it's blue, and I believe it's down in there. At first I was like, dang, forgot I had that. All I know about it is it's lost. Yeah. Told you I had a blue intake somewhere. Now, unfortunately, deep down in there, that thing's plumb full of dirt daubers. And honestly, it's just kind of full of crap and debris. We could clean it out and throw it on a motor, but probably a motor we weren't too worried about. I don't think we'll be slapping it on this one. Now you'd think I'd have one of them base plates that bolt here, but I do not. Kind of realizing, guys, to do what I want to do on that engine, I have to go get some parts, do a pretty decent parts run across town. It is about time for me to go get a hot rod. And also, I ain't feeling the greatest. I've been trying to drink a lot of water and hydrate and feel better, but anyhow, I think tomorrow's going to rain, and this is already a pain in the hind end to get up there, so we want to get our cherry picker ready to go. Yeah. I've still got these pinned all funky from when I turned this into a little tow truck. We had it all strapped in the back of the half haul. Oh! Yeah. Of course, I only got one good ram, so we're gonna steal it off our hitch crane. Even when you don't feel good, you want to get your good little workout in, okay? Top of the morning to you. Luckily, I'm feeling better this morning. Also, I went around yesterday and picked up a lot of stuff. A lot of parts and crap we could use to help us progress and move forward. First things first, out with the old. First things first, take off the valve cover. First things second, take off the old. First things third, go get your new one. So when I needed one of these quick and in a jiffy, I knew who to holler at local. My buddy Cody, they do like a lot of LS swap type stuff. And she's a little dusty, but she ain't got no dirt daubers in her. Obviously a pretty clean intake. And we are gonna unlock the Coke can hopping abilities, because that casted bow tie right there automatically added 75 horsepower to this rig. That's like getting free nitrous oxide right there. The best part is super duper cheap. Like, I'm trading them a couple t-shirts because they said real motors have plastic intakes. All the old school guys' blood pressure just shot to the moon. Back in our day, if you would have said that, we would have kicked your ass and took your $2 bill. The Blue Jobber has a built-in idle control. Yeah, that's good. Every time I need in here, I move this there, then I need in here, so I move that there, and then it's a vicious non-stop repeating cycle. Had to get some of our intake cleaner right there though. Oh yeah, we got it all now. Ain't got no more coming out. Next, we're gonna clean this up. Now for this, I did elect to go with the Fill Pro gaskets. I've had good luck with them. So when you open this, you've got a couple choices here. You've got these black gaskets that can go along the wall. You've got these like burnt red primer gaskets that can go along the wall. One basic rule that'll always help you decide is you just take them and you throw them in the trash can. Once it's been retrieved, then we finish off the job. Now your gasket will tell you right there, this side up. Set this one here, get them to their respective sides. Then right here I got us a fresh tube of Wall Gasket Maker Deluxe Sealant. Can y'all see that up there or no? This is like when I run the welder, baby. I'm just stacking dimes. Oh yeah, I stacked these so good you can almost hear the sizzle like I'm welding. Going live. Damn beautiful bead.
Come here, big fella.
Take a little up on the ends there where it'll kind of help us hold our gaskets in place. I'm usually pretty precise like a surgeon. That's why I've got my medical gloves on here. Dr. Poodan. The doctor man with the plan. You know what they say, it'll seal or it won't. Here we go, we're going for the plop. Plop. Is a 1-inch bolt what you need? Probably should have noticed how wet that was before we sat it down. Guys, I think this is just sweating like our concrete is. What the hell, Over? She wants to play hardball, we'll play hardball. I'm gonna dry it up and down here on these ends, I'm gonna rub us some little sealant on here, okay? Work her down in her pores, nice and good where she bites. Hopefully that's done doing it sweating, because one, we don't want all the water going in our motor. A little bit ain't gonna hurt us. Obviously we're gonna change the oil, stuff like that. But two, we need to be able to paint this unit. Go around here, get all of our bolts started. Now we gotta figure out our actual torque sequence and everything else. So 30 foot-pounds is what we're after here. And we gotta work our sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always easiest to torque these on a cart that spins in a circle. The torque sequence you can pull right up on Google. All right, last one there. You go boom, boom, bop, bop, to the back, knock, knock, flop, flop, hop to the front, tip, top, don't stop, in that order, and you're good to go. I want to paint the top of this before we pick it up because our base plate cover thingy, I got one. And yeah, I just want to be able to paint this good, so maybe we'll paint the top, then we'll pick it up and take care of the rest. Another paint plug right there. Then I seen this trick on like the TikToker. Well, I'm not on TikTok, Instagram or whatever. Someone showed it to me. You put earplugs in there. Of course, the one store I went to, the only way they sold them in bulk was by name brand, not some cheapo depot ones. But still, this is gonna save us a ton of time on these bolt holes. Roll that baby up like you're gonna put it in your ear, but instead, just put it down in there. What a damn good idea. I don't think we'll need any of these bolt holes back there, or back here, but we'll just put them in there anyhow. We definitely need this one. That's for our client, for our distributor. And don't forget the pesky oil sender spot back here. Little tedious stuff like this is just my absolute favorite. Said no car guy ever. Quite the beautiful job I've done there. Looks good enough for my wife. Since the only thing chrome's good for is blocking off stuff for paint protection, we can slap this right here. I think we're GUD good to go. I did block that off with a little tape. Now the question is, what color are we gonna paint this bad girl, this bad mamma jamma? Well, what kind of question's that? Chevrolet orange, y'all know that. Actually, this will be the first engine I've ever painted Chevrolet orange myself. I usually go for black engines, I like them. I know some of y'all's gonna say I should have left the intake aluminum, this, that. We're gonna do this thing just solid orange. You don't like it? Unsubscribe. Don't do that, I was just playing. Let's not get unreasonable here, okay? Everyone take a deep breath. Most importantly here, guys, I'm gonna really enjoy getting paint on all this chrome stuff. Oh yeah, she's flowing now. Ultimately, I gotta do whatever my heart tells me, wherever it leads me, and it led me to believe if we ever did resell this thing, a Chevrolet orange engine was gonna help it resell. So this is for the people. The people have spoken. The people have spoken and I never gave them a choice. It's like we're in damn North Korea around here. All All right, we'll let that first little bit set up. The point of that is now I'm gonna take the tape off, put our base plate on where we can pick this thing up. But I didn't want to have to try to spray underneath that base plate. What color is that, Bill?
Chevy orange.
That's damn Yeehaw orange. Get out of my shop.
Is it Yeehaw? It's a bow tie.
That's 75 horse, sir.
Oh no, but that big spread more.
After many years of pulling engines and whatnot, we finally have one.
Man, that's a pretty good casted block.
Educate them, Bill. By golly, we're gonna get Bill trained up on teaching and YouTubing.
This block don't have much course shift. You can see how the bolt holes right in the center of the pad, how the soft plugs are. You'd be able to spot it faster if the cover wasn't on. We could see that somebody's in trouble. They was in a hurry.
Are you a damn professional now? Professional smartass too?
Yep. Hell, this is better than my block is. What was that? An ambulance? Fire. Somebody's brush pile got out of control.
By golly, y'all give Bill a round of applause. He did it. Bill's block inspections coming soon. He's always inspecting blocks. Sometime in the future, I think on the second channel, we're gonna go check out Bill's truck. And I'm gonna write us a guideline, a few questions I can ask him, and we'll do it kind of interview style. Y'all can learn a little bit more about Bill. Pulled the tranny out from behind that. That way we can make a little room, and we're gonna finagle the cherry picker in here next. There being so much moisture, it's about the worst time ever to paint, but it is what it is. I did kick on the ceiling fan. It ain't been on in about 2 years, so that's helping move some air. It also probably kicked a lot of dust in the air that went down on our wet paint, which is perfect. Textured paint job. Get this picked up and stretched out. A lot of fun this is. Basically love anything pertaining to paint prep. It's my favorite. Last little ear plugger. I'm glad I got those guys. That made doing this really nice and easy. I thought I had extra spark plugs. I do not, so hopefully we don't drop those down in there. Got a sticker to peel off here. Wipe off some of that sticker goo. This we need to kind of scuff on. Get our overspray off first, and then we'll grab some Scotch-Brite that's a little more aggressive. Be aggressive. Eat aggressive. Alright, that's good enough. Now Rattle Can Dan here, he's ready to do some paint laying downeth. You just sit back and watch old Rattle Can Dan do his thing, baby. Elegance, grace, beauty, a few adjectives used to describe my painting skills. Just don't forget, spray her till she's runny and you'll make that money. This used to be known as the Craigslist rebuild, but Craigslist kind of went away, so now it's the Facebook Marketplace rebuild. And it did run down in this corner. I don't know how I got so carried away there. And one right there. Nothing a little driving and wear and tear won't cover up after a couple years. My very professional job here. Y'all usually take those off? I don't think I ever have, and I ain't ever had a problem. Next, we're gonna pull all of our plugs, except I'm gonna find something to put these in, and we're gonna save them for the next one. Boy, that's nice just popping them out of there. Highly recommend that trick, highly recommend. And the paint is kind of like separating or moving some here or there due to this nice moisture in the air, I think. Like underneath there, the paint moves some, kind of fish-eyed. Is what it is. We slap that thing down in the chassis, we get all the stuff on it down the road, and it'll look just fine. Hopefully that sucker ain't bent. Got our new flex plate here. We're gonna install it as paint dries. But this, yeah, you can tell someone's had it installed before. Probably installed it, try to start it.
Doink, doink, doink.
Right there, and yeah, we took it back.
What do you charge you for that intake?
We got one hole right here that kind of tells you where to line her up at. What do these torque at, Bill?
Whatever the book says. So where's your flywheel wrench?
You're holding it.
That's what I was afraid of. I worked in a machine shop and we didn't do it like this.
Y'all were doing it wrong. What would Uncle Rick say?
Good to go.
Rick would ask us if they're on here and are they torqued? Yes, sir. I reckon now we can look at some torque converter action. We probably need to fill it full of some fluid. Slap it on the front of that 700 R4. Get it on there and then see if we can make these two one. Them birds are jumping a bird. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, they're building nests and doing the wing dangle out there like crazy.
Bill said them birds are doing the wing dangle. Oh. Looking mean in the dark green. Oh, shoot. That would have really sucked if we dropped that. Actually, let's set this out the way real quick. Oh, there we go. Bill, would you fancy a TKO hand cleaning wipe from Sweet Patina?
I can get you these.
Take the damn wipe, Bill. The best wipe. I told you. Told you.
Ooh. Even smells good.
What I always tell y'all about Sweet Patina products. Damn, they smell good. If you want some, you can head over to sweetpatina.com. Just use that promo code on the screen. Ooh. I ain't got a clue how many quarts go in this. I'm gonna guess around a quart or so, but we'll just fill this sucker up, and if we make a mess, we make a mess. Kind of eagle eye my fluid levels there. Already making a mess. I got more out here than I got in there. We'll keep topping her off because she keeps drinking. I got distracted. I didn't show y'all earlier what I meant about this one had the adjustable intake idle, because look at that. If you need a vacuum leak where she idles up, full adjustable right there. About another 3 hours and we'll have this baby filled up. Just about got a quart's worth in her. I'm gonna take a little bit of that trans fluid and lube up her splines and everything on here. Little looby dooby on these splines. And on our front seal there. Whoa, notice our cap had a little grease on it. I'm gonna just grease this up. There's 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Pop, pop, pop. We're good right there. I made a little bit of a mess, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna leave that on the table. We're gonna jack this up to it, and we're gonna get them together like that. Boy, that's weird. Our paint on the oil pan dried like a flat color when everything else is nice and bright. Damn weather. One more coat never hurt nothing. Part near perfect. Suck them babies down, and we'll kind of check them for torque. Little guy don't always get it done here. Sometimes I should think before I speak. Little guy don't always get the job done, but you do what you can, okay? You just get in there and you do what you can. Little guy problems. Had to run to the hardware store. They only sold what I need in damn grade 8, so we'll pay top dollar, no big deal. These damn things gonna be lucky if they don't get put on here and get rattle canned orange. Don't test me, my trigger finger's ready. You got this, little guy. These are high torque rated engine mounts, so when we pull a wheelie in this thing, we don't rip the engine clean out of her. This here's the correct thread. It's too long, but not by much. That right there would probably be perfect length. So we will give this a custom trim job. I know y'all seen that premium engine protection shield right here. Yeah, close enough anyhow. Look at that little hobgobble transmission mount. Yeah. Yeah. We're about ready to try to set that down in here. Now we are gonna have to do something about our trans cross member. So we're gonna go ahead and get our old one out the way. So our new one's ready to play. Hey, I noticed our oil pan stayed glossy this time. That looks way better. Floor's looking pretty good too. We're gonna use a ratchet strap and try to keep that transmission from dropping. Oh, I think it's working. How much do you trust your locking pliers? That's the finest pair I have. Top tier quality. That's better than it doing that. As long as we can squeeze, that should give us plenty of work room. Woo! We're gonna start bringing her down with the goal of getting our motor mounts in. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. She's mocked up, guys. You wanna take your American Johnson. And it says we're running downhill about 4.5 degrees. Some people say that base plate, but that's got an angle into it. So if you check there, hey look, that looks at 0 degrees. Not to mention, if you look back here, this is already aiming way down, so you already know something's going on funky. I didn't pump her very much. I think right in there we're looking pretty good. Hitting that is most important because we can't have our drive shaft rubbing. That says dead nuts, 3 degrees. So when we figure out our cross member, we'll get it, of course, centered where it's side to side. Transmission pan's right here in the way. Honestly, guys, we should have bought one of these. Kind of like the power steering, the sway bar, pan hard bar. The stuff is just so cheap and affordable. You can get the cross member, the hardware, the mount for like 70 bucks shipped on eBay. Not even worth building. Had I known that before like 2 days ago, I would have ordered one and had us one here. We may just order one. We could just put something across there, temporary piece of wire or something to hold that transmission up. Should I build this? Don't worry, chain will hold it. Well, even with that in there, I can still barely bounce these things. What the hell? And that's supposed to be a lowering coil. Now that we have that in there, it's a good time to remember that I never put in the torque converter bolts. Kind of picked up some tools. I had an important business meeting I had to attend, and we are now back in action. As you can tell, I'm in a good mood, so the meeting went well. All the real hard stuff's done. As in, if the body was on this, we could definitely do what we had to do with all that like that. Did that make sense? Probably not. We could put a body on this is what I mean. Now, as far as the body goes, are we happy? Yesterday when running errands, I seen some undercoating, and yeah, I decided we should probably undercoat all the stuff we'd replaced. Now, I'm not trying to strip absolutely everything off the bottom side, but if we put new metal underneath there, we're gonna do it. We're gonna take our undercoating removal tool here and remove some of the old stuff. Front cleaned up good, back cleaned up better. We got a lot of loose stuff considering how small those cross members are and the fact that's all new clean floor. It ain't perfect, but that's pretty dang good. I did take some sandpaper and scuff on all the floors.
Meteorologist Puddin' live on the scene. We've got heavy rain and we've got hail. Oh, it's flanking the truck.
That was fun. Y'all know how much I love rain. Guys, I sprayed the whole bottom side. Mama just called and it is time for dinner inside there. It's late. We'll be back on this thing tomorrow. Hopefully today's the day that we get these two girls put together. It's not raining right now. It's gonna rain, it ain't gonna rain. It's gonna rain, it ain't gonna rain. Right now it ain't, so we're gonna do a little shuffling and try to get our chassis out to the new shop. I seen on the second channel, I told y'all that I was probably gonna use a lift out there to put these things together. We took them apart. Taking it apart's a little different. You can go a little at a time, picking up. But when you're sitting down to hit all the points, yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not saying if we didn't have to do it, that we couldn't spend a good solid day and make it happen. But when I went to take this all apart, I did inquire with my two buddies who had lifts. And their lifts were both tied up. Had they not, we were gonna use a buddy's lift to take these apart because I'm one man, that's one big car. Being full interior, front clip, all glass, everything, it's heavy, guys. I think we're just better off, we're safer, we have access to a lift. We're gonna go use the lift. That don't mean I'm weak, that don't mean I'm soft. That just means we're evolving a little bit and we're not so caveman as we once were. Once was. Used to be. Whatever proper English goes there. Someone left their window down, doo-dah, doo-dah. Someone left their window down. We don't want a wet butt today. Hey! Ugh. Time to do a little off-roading. Real quick, we're gonna get her ready for a road trip. That'll get us where we're going anyhow. Dag nabbit, you'd think I'd learn to not do this. This is not the first time I've done it. I cannot get my ramps out when they're over there. chassis was just pushing me along a little bit. We should be able to bring that chassis back over here out of our way. We're gonna head back and figure out how to get the body on this trailer. That's gonna be the tricky part, guaranteed. Old T Nasty just pulled up in his 27,000 miles straight out of a GMC commercial pick-em-up truck. He may have bought the cleanest GMC on the planet. 27,000 original miles. Look at that thing. We're gonna move this crap. We'll probably roll the wagon out as far as we can get it, so we'll bring the trailer right in here-ish. Before we shove this out here, we probably need to get a little stabilization up in this wobbly situation. Don't get me wrong, the stands are good, especially side to side. I really trust them, but front to back, there's obviously gonna be some wiggle play. And for trying to winch up a trailer, yeah, we probably need a brace front to back. We go look in the hidey hole out back and see if there's any scrap that's good for this job. How about a little red iron and rusty 1x1? That's probably not long enough. This one may be long enough. Yeah. That may not be long enough neither. Yeah, that one's probably good. Some good quality car building materials right here. That solid as the front comes up. This is gonna be we're gonna cut this piece down a little. All right, and here I'll do the job. You can always mark on wet metal. Perfect. Eagle Eye saying a little crooked today. That'll make her stiff. Clean some of the baloney out the back where we don't lose it down the window going down the road. Get it on the road and ratchet strap it to the tow roller and you just drive. We pull forward to get this off the concrete. I'm hoping our boards will kind of sit right there. Our wheels are maybe wider than this. So as long as we're solid underneath the outside ones, the inside ones won't matter. Yeah. As y'all can see, we have this professionally rigged for a move. Let's see what happens here. Damn camera shut off, y'all missed it. Rolled on there, no problem. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Oh yeah, back ones are popping a wheelie.
Oh, back goes this one.
She tried to fishtail on us.
Just like when you do a burnout.
Woo! On a scale of 1 to 10, I was expecting a -3, but that easily went a 10.5. Got a good handful of straps on it. Gonna use some to pull that way and that way, where hopefully it don't do no rolling side to side. And I'm gonna get us a tool bag together. The body mounts, bolts, whatever's in here. That kit right there. Woo-hoo! Today's our lucky day. As we got off the highway earlier, I thought about the fact that that hood is not latched. The latch is completely missing, which means it's just sitting there closed. And luckily, the wind did not take our hood. How do we do, Bill? Kinda close?
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Oh, not the Datsun. How many times am I gonna pull in here without pulling the ramps? All right, I'm gonna get her all unstrapped and I'll show y'all when we go to take it.
Like a chalkboard, wasn't it?
Team Red Gloves, get your hand in here, Bill. 1, 2, 3, go. Made it to our first hurdle. I brought a hurdle jumper. Alright. Oh yeah. Yeah, because the yeah. You know what they say, Bill, when you're good, you're good. We've been doing this for years, folks. Years. It's the first time I've ever done that. Right there. Yeah, let's look at, I've never used a lift before. What do you think about this professional wiring job, Bill? Huh? The lift ain't hot till we turn this on and this on. This was all here, guys, so this is just temporary. Last week on the second channel, I showed you temporarily rigging this up just for this special occasion here. Here we go. Looking good?
Yeah.
Pudding thing says, go up. All right,
good.
It's solid. Bill, I've got a freaking lift, man.
This is easy.
That shop over there was my first time having concrete. I was used to doing the crap in the grass and gravel. So we went from concrete, it may have been broken, busted, crooked concrete, but
Still
concrete. But by good concrete and a lift. Sit her down right in there. Guys, I'm feeling emotional right now. Man, I am. This is crazy. A great time to just say thank you guys for the support. I tell you, it means a lot to me, but y'all seen me get, teary-eyed emotional on here several times just lifting that. And I'm telling you, I got like the warm butterfly, like that happy feeling. That's a real deal right there. How's that for clearance for workroom? I feel like I'm in a dream right now. Is this real life? It don't feel like real life sometimes. I wasn't sure about that stuff, how it was setting up, but underneath there sure looks pretty good. We did all the way back to here because that's where we did our floors to. And then we just kind of stopped right there. And this piece we patched up over here, it got a little bit too. It's not like heavy textured or anything though. Probably better than nothing anyhow. I forgot we had a big old AC compressor just hanging in our way. Be a great time to have a Sawzall. I found a Sawzall blade in the bag. See, we'll find a way to still squeeze in our manual labor. Woo! Shoulders on fire already. Oh, not too bad with our prison shank. Drop her down a little bit. Bingo. We're gonna take our new mounts. They drop down in there. They got a little lip. It'll locate them. And there, we got 3 at the back each side. Then we got 1 there. And our core support will sit up here. Boy, that bolt was rusted. Luckily, the core support's perfectly fine. The bolts are going to guide us. Now our mounts here, we need to put our thick or bigger washer on the top before it goes through. Work it down now. All right, I think we're sitting good. I got everything lined up pretty decent, picked it back up to finish putting the mounts back together, then lowered it back down. I got my first bolt started. It's kind of hard to show the mount. I got all the ones at the back, but this here, the metal sleeve goes through the one bushing we sat on. This slides on the bushing. Your washer's gonna go there, your other big washer. The front is not sitting near as low as I expected. We got a 2-inch drop spindle, and we also got like a 1-inch, I think, lowering coil, and they don't look dropped down one bit. That almost looks like it's lifted, guys. I might have to hop online and double check the part number on that spring I put in there. This is really disappointing. I was expecting to see the front hammered down some. Crawl around and tightened up the body mounts. If you're wondering why I didn't pick the car up, we ain't got nothing to keep the rear end from swinging down on the back. Looks like we're building a damn gasser. And we're gonna load this thing up where we can take it home, put a moon tank on the front, because we're gonna go to the Southwest Gasser Nationals with our gasser. We may have a gasser, but I ought to be happy we don't have a folded back hood and a busted windshield and everything else. You want to be in there? You want to be in there?
No, I do not. Stop.
You could say we're a little close over here.
Just a little bit.
She just wanted to fit. That's a good spot though, because it gives us plenty of work room over here. Next, we are going to see if I further my disappointment or not. Bang, I see you, nice chassis. His lowering springs look like they actually work. There ain't no way in hell. It's gonna look like a gasser. We might as well slap some fatties on the back. Now these are gonna help drop the front down. This baby's about to look ready to whip some ass. Drop down, you S-O-B. I don't even want to look and see it yet. Oh, man, it looks tough. It'd look really tough if that front was down about 3 inches. Foam in a can makes everything look better. About to throw another small block Chevy in this thing to get the front down. We'll have to slick them off this and we'll try to bounce the front one more time. It feels like it's going lower. I wouldn't say it looks lowered, but it does look lower. Cause I done Pot County pack rat a couple 100 pounds in here. I put every metal chunk I had at the press, 1-inch thick plate, all them blocks. That sucker still sits higher than I want. That looks better though. At least I'll get us a decent thumbnail picture out the deal. How do you make an ice cream sundae? First, you get your favorite scoop of ice cream. That's the Wagon. Next, you sauce it up a little bit. What's your favorite sauce? Mine's patina sauce. The sundae right now, we're not gonna eat it with sauce because we ain't got time to put sauce on this sundae. But what else goes on a sundae? Cool Whip. That's the wheels and tires because those make this a Cool Whip. But, what's the last little thing you put on? The cherry on top. Let me show you the cherries, guys. I was looking on eBay hoping to find a decent condition set of caps, and unbeknownst to me, I had no clue that they remake the caps for these. Now they're not cheap, but they were only like $100 more than all the decent used sets, and all the decent used sets were beat to crap. My, oh my, oh my. Look at that cherry right there. That's some top quality looking stuff there. I don't even want to turn and see it till I get them both on. Now y'all know how much I love center caps on wheels. I think it just totally changes the vehicle. Let's take a look. That right there is exactly what I've been waiting to see since we've pulled this thing out the field. Now don't get me wrong, it could use a little altitude adjustment still. I'd like the whole thing to come down where it's tucking a little more tighter. I want to keep the rake, but slammed with a rake. But after all the hard work we've been doing on this thing, that right there is a good sight to see. That damn thing looks tough even with the bumper missing. That's for you, Mr. Horsepower, that's for you. Now don't get me wrong, we still got plenty of work to do, okay? But right now, we're gonna celebrate this moment. It don't matter anyways, guys, I ain't got no more time to do nothing. We're headed up to Tulsa this weekend. KK, middle daughter, she's got volleyball tournament, so we'll be up there. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures of you before we leave though, where I got something to stare at this weekend. So there it is, guys. Just wait, okay? Like, this gives you the idea, but wait till she's squatted a little more and gets teener sauced. It'll make it look that much. That'll be the new cherry on this Sunday, all right? Merchandise, don't forget merchandise. We released the designs that are gonna go on this. I'm not gonna put the sticker on until we sauce it and get it lower how I want it. So that'll be in the future, but you can get your shirt today and your hat and sticker and all that good stuff. We appreciate the support. It keeps us growing. And yeah, guys, y'all watching, coming back, the views, I mean, just everything. It means so much to me and my family. Y'all keep me motivated and hungry. And yeah, I tell everyone, like, I have people ask me some of the secrets to YouTube, and I just tell everyone, y'all know what? I think I'm lucky because I have some really loyal subscribers that, you know, I told people, kind of like D-Boss Garage said about me one time, I could do a video, you know, washing dishes and people would watch, and a lot of people's like, yeah, I would watch that, you know. So I'm just thankful to you guys for being so loyal and putting up with my shenanigans. Talking to y'all like you're my wife now. I appreciate you putting up with my bullshit. Yeah, just a big thank you to you guys for the continued support. Always liking, commenting, subscribing, telling everyone, spreading the word, helping us grow. It means the world to me. So that's it. I'm on the Instagrammer. I'm on the Patreon. I will see you guys next time. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. I'll see you guys next time. You could probably jump rope if you take them RB boots off. Oh, rip the sticker. Gotta be careful in the corners. I should have known better than that. Should have come from this way. Luckily, it gave me 3 in case I mess up 1. And that's good, because I don't like that there. We either need to take it towards the back, maybe get it a little bigger, but that's not it right there. We'll figure it out later.
Hey guys, what you doing? Learning how to jump rope! We have been scooting back a lot. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, please. Also, give me a thumbs up about subscribing to the channel. Getting.
Tell them bye. We gotta go.